Hey guys, Eekthegeek, and I'm back again on Pokemon Showdown, where we've got some live VGC again, but this is the second team that I decided that I'm going to be using this week, because remember I said I'm going to be switching off between the Sand team with Mega Salamence and now this Trick Room team, which you've already seen a live replay of in the past, so definitely check that out. This team did show that it is pretty good. It's interesting because it's super hardcore Trick Room. Without the Trick Room, this team basically loses, but we're going to quickly go over the team. So obviously Mega Mawile is the star because Mega Mawile just hits way too hard. It can intimidate when it comes in, it Mega Evolves, gets huge power or whatever it is, pure power or something like that, and then Iron Head Play Rough, Sucker Punch just destroys souls. Sucker Punch for nice and priority, Iron Head Play Rough just hits really hard and OHKOs quite a lot in the format, and then it is nice and bulky with 252 HP, 252 plus attack, and then minimum speed investment just to make sure you're the fastest when it's Trick Room. Now, of course, we have the Trick Room setter, which is Cresselia. Love shiny Cresselia, it looks amazing. Anyways, I did put Mental Herb on it because I noticed that Taunt was very annoying to me, and I did not want to be taunted, so I made sure I had the Mental Herb to guarantee the Trick Room. Then we have Trick Room Helping Hand, Ice Beam Psychic, because Ice Beam Psychic is two good moves to have on a Cresselia with Trick Room, and then Helping Hand is in case we just want support rather than using one of these moves. I did make it max special defense. That's just because, again, I don't really, just like the other team that has Cresselia as well, I don't really know any good Cresselia spreads. If you guys have any, go ahead and put them down below. I don't really know what to EV this thing to live yet, whether I want it to live Hydreigon stuff, or whether I want it to live Bisharp stuff. I think I'm gonna make it max defense instead of max special defense though. Yeah, and then we'll invest like a tiny bit in there. That's just because now I'm thinking about it, I do not want to get OHKO'd by knockoff, because that's another way that can stop us from getting up our Trick Room. Now, of course, I'm going to skip to Hariyama here. We're going to go back to Azumarill later, because this is the supporter to get up our Trick Room. A lot of the time, we can just fake out and then Trick Room, and they have no way of stopping it. So it's nice and fake out support. Plus, when Trick Room's up, close combat destroys things like Kangaskhan. It's got knockoff and Rock Slide just for nice and coverage. It does have Guts. You might be asking why Guts when Thick Fat is very useful. Well, I have the Heatran for both the Fire and Ice type moves. Azumarill takes Fire and Ice type as well really well. Mawile takes Ice types really well. Dragology takes Fire type moves really well. So there's really no point of the Thick Fat. It is more resistance, which would be nice, but honestly, I like Guts because a lot of time people make the mistake of accidentally paralyzing, poisoning, or burning you, and then at that point, Hariyama, if it's under Trick Room, Guts boosted, you can pretty much sweep. Now, because I'm running Guts, I am very tempted to actually just run Flame Orb, but I'm still just going to run the Assault Vest just for that extra bulk, because we are max HP, max attack. Again, these are all very simple spreads, but they work, because that's all you really need out of Trick Room. Max your attack, max your HP, you'll be able to take a ton of hits with that max HP, and then with the max attack or special attack, you're going to be dealing a ton of damage. So, we're moving on to Azumarill, which is another one of the powerful Trick Room sweepers. You'll recognize this set from yesterday's video. It is the same Aqua Jet Player for Waterfall Superpower, max HP, max attack, min speed, choice band, it hits hard, it's a destroyer of souls. Play Rough honestly is so powerful that I just love it. It is two fairy types, but I don't really mind because Poison and Steel is all that resists fairy, and they're not too common, and I can hit those two types pretty decently, so with Heatran, so I don't really care. Also, I can just Waterfall instead if I need to, or Iron Head instead if I need to, so it's nice. We already went over Hariyama, so next is Dragology. Very interesting Pokemon, I know, and it's very fun to use. Is it good? I don't know yet, because I still have mixed feelings about this. I put Scald on here, although I probably will take that off. That's kind of just for coverage, but I don't really need it. I don't know what else to put on there, so for now I have Scald. It is Life Orb just for the extra damage, and Adaptability, Draco Meteor, and Sledge Bomb hit super hard with this tons of special attack. It's got nice, decent natural bulk, and then with max HP it's able to live for quite a long time. It's very slow, probably the slowest dragon type, so I went ahead and made it min speed just so it can work under Trick Room, and it's quite fun. I'm going to look quickly, is there anything I want to replace Scald with? I can run Dragon Pulse, which I'm thinking about going for. You know, I'm going to run Dragon Pulse. I'm going to have two Dragon type moves. That's just so I don't have to always Draco Meteor and then lose my special attack, and then I don't want to have to always switch. And then we move on to Heatran, which has the air balloon just because we kind of have a bit of a ground weakness, so I decided, you know what, actually I don't want to run air balloon. I'm going to change that to Shuka Berry. Shuka Berry. That way, because air balloon's bad, I don't know why I had air balloon on there. I meant to put Shuka Berry, but for some reason I typed in air balloon. Heat Wave, Earth Power Sub, Protect. Maybe we could go for Flash Cannon, but because we have Mawile with Iron Head, there's really no need for Flash Cannon. Earth Power and Heat Wave is just, right, well, pretty much a given. And then the substitute's nice. And then here, right, it's just max HP, keeping it nice and odd, and then max special attack. Min speed, just so it's the slowest of all of them Heatrans. And then the rest is just into defense, just so we can, you know, take a few hits. But other than that, that's the team. Let's actually just get right into it. I want to have 2 battles with this team, just like we already had with the men's team. And what the heck? We just went Trick Room versus Trick Room, didn't we? Oh yeah. That's Trick Room versus Trick Room. I'm ready for this. I love going Trick Room versus Trick Room because I've actually never lost Trick Room versus Trick Room. Just because I don't bring the Trick Room, they bring the Trick Room, and then it doesn't really matter because we're pretty much the same speed anyways, so it just ends up being a bunch of speed ties. They try to set up Trick Room, but it's just wasting their time, so alrighty. Looking at this though, this is gonna be funny. Let's see how this works out. Mawile does look very decent here. Actually, Azumarill looks even better. I'm gonna go with Azumarill and Hariyama. And then I'm thinking I kind of want Dragalge here and Mawile. Not gonna bring Cresselia or Heatran. I kind of need Heatran for that Mawile though. So maybe Heatran and then Mawile will be best. Do we need Dragalge? Not really, but I kind of wanted to bring it. Nah, we'll go Heatran Mawile. I'm not gonna bring Dragalge. He actually leads with the Mawile Conk. Okay. Interesting. We can definitely go for the Fake Out this turn. Ooh, Intimidate's gonna hurt a ton there. I'm actually gonna go for my own Intimidate, so I'm gonna go into Mawile as I Fake Out his Mawile. God, just said Mawile like 10 times in that sentence. So that Intimidate's annoying, but I'm gonna get my own Intimidate off here, which is gonna be nice. There's his Talonflame. That thing's also not going to really appreciate a Intimidate. He was probably predicting to play rough, so makes sense. Mawile's at 49 speed. When it Mega Evolves, it hits 49 speed as well because it doesn't get a change. He could probably just Flare Blitz me here, but I'm going to Mega Evolve my... Ooh, this is a bad situation because he can play rough Hariyama, so I'm going to try to get Heatran in there, and then I'm going to protect Mawile and switch in Heatran. Actually, no. This is the plan. Gonna keep Mawile not Mega'd yet. We're gonna go for Azumarill and Heatran. We're gonna pull a double switch here. We're gonna try to shuffle Intimidates and whatnot and just poke in a few attacks when we can. Ooh! Good play by my opponent there. Didn't want to get Sucker Punched, and he just burned my Azumarill. Alright, alright. Alrighty, I see you. I see you. Heat Wave's going to do a number to my opponent's team, and then Aqua Jet will also hurt that Talonflame pretty badly, but I think I'll just go for Waterfall. Yeah, Waterfall, Talonflame. Oh my god, -2 attack. Those is not going to be working well for us. And we'll just go for Heat Wave with Heatran. He has no way of hitting my Heatran, so Heatran's going to enjoy itself right now. Sitting on the field with no counters. I'm going to have to be careful if that Conk comes out, but I do have 2 Fairy types, so that shouldn't be much of a problem. And otherwise, Heatran should pretty much win me the game, so I'm just going to have to be careful of that Conkeldurr. Otherwise, we'll be okay. Heatran will probably outspeed his Mawile, unless he's like a weird Trick Room user who like doesn't minimum speed his Pokemon just so he doesn't always have to set up Trick Room. Talonflame's going to be a bit of a problem because obviously it's not a Trick Room Pokemon. It does well outside of Trick Room, which is why it's not that bad of an idea to always have one Pokemon that does well out of Trick Room. So, looking at his team though, I think does he really have 2 Pokemon that can set up Trick Room? That's interesting. Alright, so he actually just goes into Conk there. Alright, makes sense. Heat Wave will do some damage, not really anything. Waterfall should just take that out. Okay, that's nice. If we did go for the play rough on a conch though, that'd be nice because it would be dead by now. 45, 44. Okay. I think I'm gonna let a Azumarill go down here, so I'm just gonna try to waterfall a conch as I protect with my Heatran. Don't want to take a hit yet. Alright, he goes with the Drain Punch. We are Shuka Berry and not whatever else the other thing is that I like. I'm gonna go ahead and send out my Mawile because I'm not afraid of this Dragalge having Mawile. Although he's at, I'm gonna guess he's 45 speed, so Mawile should outspeed. And we're just gonna go for the Mega Evolve, play rough, in case Heat Wave doesn't KO. I feel like it will. And we should outspeed here. This is nice. My Trick Room team seems to kind of beat other Trick Room teams just because, I don't know, I think it's just the luck of how I built it. I didn't even plan that out, actually. So, that's interesting. I do like this Trick Room versus Trick Room, though. It's very interesting having Trick Room versus Trick Room. Yeah, so that's going to take out Conch. That's nice. And a Play Rough will take out Dragalge. Yep, so easy win here for me now. As you can see, this team is very good. Actually, it's probably better than the Sand Salamence team. It might actually just win the comparison for the week. That's something really interesting. I think I want to try doing this more, just like comparing two teams throughout a week. Yeah, we're going to go for the Earth Power so we don't miss. Lowering the special defense. And then Iron Head will finish him off. Alright, so good game to my opponent. But we're going to go ahead and go for another match. Hopefully we'll find a non-Trick Room team just so we can try showing how to set up Trick Room and then win with this team. It's a bit harder. It's a bit harder, definitely, but it's okay. And Trick Room is definitely very powerful just because you're going to be outspeeding things plus bulky, so that's really nice. And basically, I made this team so I'm guaranteed the Trick Room. Now, one thing that does hurt this team is if they take out Cresselia and then outstall the Trick Room. That's happened before, and it's a bit of a problem, so you got to make sure you do enough damage while you have the Trick Room up. But I've gotten quite good at that, I think, so definitely liking it. Interesting here, we've got, Heatran really destroys right now. Looking at my opponent's team, he is also a Trick Room team, isn't he? Or is he half Trick Room? Dusknoir gets Trick Room, right? I feel like he's half Trick Room, honestly. Very tempted to go Dragalge Heatran. I do want to get up the Trick Room though, just because I think my Trick Room matchup is better. Actually, I'm going to go Dragalge Heatran though. A Abomasnow Azumarill lead would be a bit annoying, but just because he can go for the Ice type move on Dragalge, and then Azumarill can go for a Water type move on Heatran, and because of the way speed seems to be working, it'll be in his favor. I could go with Heatran and Hariyama because I can Fake Out and go for Heat Wave. I'm really tempted to go Dragalge Heatran. I don't want to set up the Trick Room. Again, I don't see a need for it. Because it looks like he's just another Trick Room team, or he's like part Trick Room team. This is weird. It looks like he has 3 potential Megas. I'm going to assume Abomasnow is like a Sash or something. I'll go with Mawile. No reason not to. And I guess I'll go Hariyama. Hariyama's got Rock Slide, it's got Close Combat, it's got Fake Out. All of its moves look good here. Knockoff for the Dusknoir. Alright, looks solid. There's the Azumarill Dusknoir. So Heatran is not like in its lead matchup here. But Dragalge definitely is. 44 speed, 45, 49. So he has no reason to set up the Trick Room just because my Dragalge is slower. I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb though onto Azumarill. I feel like he has to protect. There's no way he'd leave Azumarill on this thing. So I'm actually going to go for the Dragon Pulse onto... Play Rough is really going to hurt, so maybe I should Sludge Bomb Azumarill. I should be able to live if I switch in Mawile. Because I'll get the Intimidate on Azumarill. But I don't really want Dragalge taking that much damage yet. Well, he protects. Alright, so I should have gone for the D-Pulse. It was kind of obvious he'd go for that. Ooh, he just set up the Trick Room for me, basically, because my Dragalge is slower than all of his Pokemon. A Mawile switch-in would kind of make sense on my opponent's part right now. Ooh, should I predict that? Should I really go all out and predict that? Screw it. I'm Dragon Pulsing the Dusknoir, Mega Evolving, and should I Sucker Punch the Dusknoir? That would be pretty big. I'm not gonna risk that Sucker Punch though. I'm just gonna go for the Play Rough. Iron Head might be better. Iron Head would be better if he switches. So Dragon Pulse, Mega Evolve, Iron Head, the Dusknoir. Oh my goodness, he doesn't even switch out with the Azumarill? Are you kidding me? A Sludge Bomb would have destroyed you there. Are you crazy, sir? Sir, calm down. You are— oh my god, he's Belly Drum. Oh my god. Belly Drum Azumarill in Trick Room. I don't suggest that, honestly. I think Choice Band is better, just because it's kind of weird to set up under Trick Room. But it works, I guess. But I'm going to outspeed and be able to Sludge Bomb him this turn, so I don't understand that. Unless he has a Abomasnow, he'd send it in right now. No, he's Mawile. Alright. I'm completely okay with this. I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb on the Azumarill. I can Iron Head. That's not going to do too much, though. So we're going to go into Hariyama just so we can fake out the Mawile. Will he protect Azumarill? Yes, he will. There we go. Smart man, protecting Azumarill. Psych. Oh my god. This is a threat. This is actually a really big threat, but we can just go for the Sludge Bomb on Azumarill. Alright, so it's definitely interesting, but we do have Fake Out, so I'm not too worried about this game. Fake out that Maw. Sludge Bomb, KO that Azumarill. Now, the problem is Dragology has no way of hitting Mawile. I mean, 0 ways of hitting Mawile. But there's the Abomasnow. 58 speed right now, so we can just freely go for Sludge Bomb right now. And the question is, do we want a Close Combat or Rock Slide? If that's a Sash Abomasnow, which I kind of feel like it is. He ran a lot of speed, so I don't really care about that, actually. So I'm just going to go for as much damage as I can on that Mawile, I think. And go for Close Combat. No, I'm going to Rock Slide. I'm going to Sludge Bomb Rock Slide here. Okay, he's going to smartly protect there. So Mawile's probably going to pick up a KO right now. Unless we flinch. Wow, Mawile has Rock Slide. Oh my goodness, that's a crit. Ooh, that crit's gonna hurt. But we do have Heatran outside of Trick Room now, so now we're in a good position, because Heatran's gonna just be able to freely Heat Wave here. Which will actually just pick up a double knockout, which is quite nice. Oh wait, he could Sucker Punch my Heatran. Because I'm scared of the Sucker Punch on a Heatran, I'm gonna Protect, and we're going to Iron Head that Mawile. There's the Sucker Punch. Aha. Blizzard. Yeah, he can't touch Heatran. His Abomasnow really can't do much. Ooh, that almost KO'd. I'm going to substitute here. I don't want to risk that. KO on me. And I'm going to actually just... Ooh, do we Sucker Punch that Mawile now? Is he going to... No, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to Iron Head Mawile. Sucker Punch fails again. Alright, he fell for the trap. We get the free substitute up. That's going to be game. Blizzard will not even do nearly enough to me, so that's game. Yes! So we played around that. Belly Drum Psycho kind of scared me there. He had like the same core as me, but he's just going to forfeit because that is the game. And this team picks up 2 wins compared to our Sand team, which lost, actually technically went 1-1, but only because the guy missed a Heat Wave that would have won in the game. But other than that, this team is pretty good, actually. I'm really liking this. I worked pretty hard to make this team, and it's definitely a lot better than the Sand team so far. But hey, we still have the entire week to compare them, so we'll see. I believe next episode, how I'm going to do it is I'm going to have 1 battle with Trick Room, 1 battle with Sand team. That's probably going to be the goal. So now that both teams are introduced, so far, which team do you think is going to do the best by the end of the week? Which team do you really like? Any suggestions you have for both teams would be nice, but other than that, please leave a like on the video if you guys enjoy, because this great support is greatly appreciated. Comment down below any suggestions you have, anything you want to say about this cool new series. It's still live VGC, but it's also just comparing the 2 teams at the same time. It's just kind of like a little mini series within the live VGCs that is live VGCs. And also, I want to know your feedback for the RU singles that we did a few days back. Actually, I recorded it the same day as this. Spoiler, I am actually pre-recording all these videos. But other than that, what do you guys think about that? I really want to know what you guys thought about singles, and how often do you want to see it as well. But other than that, I gotta go, so subscribe because I'll continue to post daily, and goodbye.